light. Go, go, go.
Good evening, race fans. Here we are this evening at the sunny Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the penultimate round of the Pommy versus Yankee GT4 Cup. Just joined in the action now with 14 and a half minutes left in practice to go. We'll just cycle through and see who we've got on the grid tonight. So far we have Middle Shooter, Pickle, Haymaker, Sparrowfart has just joined us. There's Clarkson, Tilly, coming off a good win on Thursday night in the Porsche Cup. M4A, the speedy South African. Smooth Tommy. And back to Middle Shooter. Well, looks like Milo's come to join the comms as well. No, he's out Sticky Beacon at the Fireys. Let's see, we'll go have an onboard ride with Pickle. As he makes his way down the back straight. Where's my notes? We have 16 turns. 3.9 kilometres of circuit. And this road course was first completed in the year 2000. Cool, sorry about the technical difficulties there. I lost the picture there for a second. Here we are on board with Haymaker now, coming down the back straight. Practice, there's not a lot of grip on the circuit, not a lot of rubber down at the moment, so lap times will improve as the session goes on. joined so far. Sparrow's slowing down to let Dizzy through. He's already on a fast lap. Sparrow, I'm guessing, is on an out lap. Coming up through the chute. Chili's still not able to put down a lap at the moment. Still sitting there back in 7th in the Aston Martin. All my information I've got sitting in here in front of me has come from Wikipedia. I like to have a little bit of info, so we've got something to chat about during practice and quali and the race, of course. So I'll try not to get through all these notes in the next 8 minutes. A total of 16 turns, 3.9 kilometres long, and the start-finish line still has the original brickwork from when the course was first constructed in 1909. Tilly's got a lap on the board now, shot up to P1. We'll go through and see who else we've got going here. M4A is pumping around the circuit at the moment. In an Aston. Dizzy in a Janetta. I really need to fix that. I need my map. So I know where everybody is. There we go. Here we are, Smooth Tommy. Coming around, running a bit wide there. Haymaker's joined the field as well. T-Dub has just joined us also. The fast track back to the pits there. Clarkson and Tilly having a little battle at the moment, or we might have just moved out of the way to let Tilly through. My video from Thursday night's race is up on my YouTube channel already. If you haven't seen that, go check it out after this race, of course. Give me a follow there and here. Helps out both my channels. And hopefully gets me towards my goal of giving up my day job at some point. A lot of McLarens and Astons in the field today. Not a good weekend to be an American car driver in this season. Got 4.5 minutes left to practice. We might see some drivers come out and run some qualifying paces. Such a long pit lane in here. Don't think they have compulsory pit stops tonight, but there is 2 races. So we'll go practice, qualifying, race to end off the night. Shooter just coming out of the pits again. See if he can improve his time or simulate his qualifying laps. Dizzy coming across the brick line right there. Haymaker sitting in the pits along with Sparrowfart, Tilly, Pickle, Clarkson, M4A's for a lap now. Just left the pit exit. Here he is, and we'll ride on board. Listen to that, Austin. everybody's had a moment come down here and knock a few of the boards over. How you going, Tilly? T-Dub now coming through turn 2. Good to see a few of the drivers sitting in my chat at the moment, checking out everybody else. To have their eyes down soon. Qualifying starts and it's all business. Here we go now. Qualifying
Green light,
started.
green light. Go, go, go.
And then we have a 15-minute race. So 8 minutes here we're going to see. Everybody's going to be leaving the pits now. And who we got at the front of the line here? Tilly at the front. Is Pickle, Sparrowfoot, Clarkson, M48. By the end of this, we should have everybody out on circuit running their laps. Good luck to everybody tonight. Seven cars on track at the moment, all making their way onto the track. The rest should follow suit shortly. On, bud. Was that T-Dub still in the pits at the moment? It's a long way around this circuit on an outlap. So, still got a bit of time, but I wouldn't go wasting too much before to get out there. Smooth Tommy in the Chevy. Putting some heat into those tyres and brakes. Shooting now, we've got a few cars just starting their first flying laps now. So when they get back around to this end of the circuit, here's Pickle. Beautiful shot there. couple of different lines. Pickle ran a bit wide there, kicking up some dust as he come out of, I think it's turn 6? Turn 7, actually, sorry. Everybody's out on track now. So we're starting to get an idea of where everybody else will be. Here's Tilly now coming through the final section of corners to set the benchmark for everybody else to chase. And here he is now with a 145.3. Pickle coming up behind him with a 146.8. Clarkson with a 146.3. Sparrow with a 147.2. M4 was the 146.6. Dizzy with a 145.6. Team up to third place at the moment. Shooter shots up to second with a 45.5. Sparrow's teleported back to the pits. T-Dub just getting his first flying lap underway now. Bit deep in the brakes there. It's Dizzy in the Janetta. He's got that thing flying. Not hauling as much power as the rest of the field, but he's proven you don't need the power to make it work. M4A just slowing down there off screen. Get ready to set it, try and set another lap. Here they come through now. We still have Tilly in first, Shooter second, Dizzy third. People can hold on to the back of class, and here he might be able to make up a couple of spots. Oh no, sorry guys. I just got DC'd from the lobby. I'll get that back up as soon as I can. Get back in before race 1 starts. I've still got a couple of minutes.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Here we are, we're back. Still got 10 drivers on board here with Smooth Tommy sitting back in 5th. Oh, a little bit loose coming into the chute there. Oh, and he's run very deep. So that's put his qualifying campaign to an end for this evening. We still have Pickle, Haymaker, I'll jump back to the pits and we'll go through the top 10. First we have Jay Tilley with a 145.0, followed by Shooter, Dizzy, M4A, Smooth Tommy, Clarkson, Pickle, Sparrowfart, Haymaker, T-Dub, rounding out the field this evening for race 1. Let's see if Pickle's able to improve his time here. No, unfortunately he can't able to do that. There comes Dizzy in the background. It brings an end to qualifying. So no changes after I gave you the top 10 there. Drivers will reset now, get their fuel loads ready, and form the grid for race 1, which is a 15-minute race. Short, sharp and sweet. And I will be back in a minute when we're standing on the grid. So here we are with a minute 25 before we start rolling away to get this first race of the night underway. So we have Tilly, Shooter, Dizzy, Speedy South African, M4A, Smooth Tommy, Clarkson, Pickle, Sparrowfart, Haymaker, and finally T-Dub rounding out the field for tonight's proceedings. So 35 seconds left before we can start rolling.
30 seconds.
And there's the famous 30-second call. Everybody's getting their engines fired up, and we shall jump into halfway through the field with Smooth Tommy, so we get a good view of everybody coming down that main straight. Here we go, we're rolling towards the start line now. Trying to put a bit of heat into those tyres. Warming up those brakes. Get a bit of that residual heat back into the tyres. Before we got a long run down to turn one. And a lot of that heat will be gone when we by the time they get down there. So let's see if we've got, hopefully there's no problems with the start tonight. Everybody can keep it on track, and also everybody else finishes the race cleanly. And here we are now, onto the main straight, coming down to the brick strip.
Green light, give it all you
At the
can.
brickyard, and away we go. Here we go, race one, the penultimate race this season for the GT4s. They're spread out, is that 4, maybe 5 wide? Coming down into turn one. Oh, 3 wide into turn one. It looks pretty clean at the moment. Oh, everybody's through so far by the looks of it. Yep. Clean run into turn one. We've got to love that. And here we go. Metal Shooter's moved up into the lead at the moment, followed by Tilly and then Dizzy. So they've all filed through here, this little stadium section. Here we are riding with Pickle now as they come through. And we'll jump on board. Yeah, there we are, we'll jump on board with Pickle now as we come into turn 8. Little chicane. Tricky right-hander there. Come out onto the Indy circuit in between turn, what they call 1 and 2. Bit late on the brakes there, able to get it pulled up. Riding back in now with Haymaker. Concentrating real hard there. Just see his eyes through the visor. Coming down on Tilly. Tilly's got first position back. Dizzy's fallen back. Probably the lack of power in that Janetta. But he can keep so much more cornering speed. So we shouldn't see him move too far backwards. Back now down here to the speedy South African and 4A. Pickle's moved up a spot, which is good to see. Trying to get a tow here off M4A, make up another position maybe. Won't get it done here into this corner, just does not have the... He was unable to close down the gap. Let's see if he can get a good run coming out of that final corner and get the job done into the turn 1. are now following on with the top four. Here they come now, flying down that main straight. The field's starting to spread out now as little battle packs start to form. Like Haymaker and Klaassen having a nice little dingle. T-Dub and Sparrowfart back there, duking it out for the ninth. Now come back to Tilly. Comes down the back straight into the final section of the circuit. Tilly there putting a move on the speed, M4A. Backs out of it, coming into the chute between turn 1 and 2 of the Indy circuit. Oh, he's pulled back into it. No, he's rolled out of it again as they come around to into the right-hander. Come through the left here. Hard on the gas and do not lift as you come through this right-hander. You will lose a lot of pace if you do, coming down this long straight. Nearly 1,000 metres long this straight is. Oh, what was that? Haymaker looked like he just tapped the wall coming out of the final corner there. Looks like the lead group is still quite close together. Smooth Toby slowly pulling away from Dizzy, but Dizzy's not making it easy for him. Letting him know he's still there. Smooth Tommy drops the wheel off in the dirt. And was able, Dizzy's not able to catch up a bit of time there. See how much of a run he can get on him coming down this back stretch. There it is, that camera. You can see Dizzy there in Smooth Tommy's rear vision mirror. Tommy trying to make this Chevy as big as he can. I think it's probably one of the heaviest cars on track too. Being hunted down by the lightest car on track this evening in the Janetta. Oh, a little bit of oversteer there, which is going to allow Chili and Metal Shooter to pull away just a little bit more, and Dizzy might get a little bit of a run as we come down across the finish line once again. Here we are approaching the halfway distance now. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock.
Halfway mark, keep pushing.
And there's the notification now, halfway. Here we are now, going back with Pickle. He's dropped off the pace a little bit from M4A. Still a long way to go here. Anything can happen. We've seen a very clean race so far, which is good for everybody. Drivers and spectators alike. There we go, we'll move up. Oh, T-Dub's gotten back around Sparrowfart somewhere. Sparrow must have had a moment and ran wide. He did have a little bit of a gap on T-Dub the last time we saw. Tilly now with a 1.5 second lead over the Metal Shooter as he comes into the second last corner right now. Oh, Dizzy, M4A, both into the boards there. The styrofoam is your friend here. It will not damage your car. But that's allowed Pickle to catch right back up onto the back of AM4A. See if he can get a run on him. And here he is coming down the straight now. He's pulled to the inside. Looks like he's got it done. He's alongside him. And in and around he goes to take 5th position. Nice work there by Pickle. Dizzy now, somebody's run wide there. As we saw the dusters, we flicked to the back shot of Dizzy's car. Dizzy running a little bit wide there. Pickle's getting some pressure from M4A here. Let's see if he can get that position back that he lost last lap. Yes, he got the job done on Pickle. He got that position back. Oh, Pickle straight into the back end of him. A bit late on the brakes there. Oh, be careful not to cause another incident here. That could have been disastrous for Clarkson. Thankfully he's seen that coming. Here we are now looking out the back wing of M4A. Trying to put the sneaky block move on Clarkson from overtaking coming into turn 1. We'll see if that works out for him. Oh, no, Clarkson a bit deep in the brakes there. Nearly went into the back of M4A as well. Pickle will be watching that going, please. I'll need to get that position back and he'll be fired. Here we are there with T-Dub towards the rear of the field. Dizzy taking a little two-wheel excursion through the dirt. Smooth Tommy now coming down the back straight. With no pressure from Tommy, trying to catch up to Metal Shooter to apply pressure there. We'll go back to the front of the field now. Metal Shooter still hovering around that 1.5 second mark from Tilly there, who's still in the lead. I would have a feeling I'm going to be missing something out just here again. Yep, Clarkson and Pickle look like they're about to start having a little battle for P6. See if Tilly can pull it up properly this time. Yep. Coming around off the Indy circuit with no problems there. Around the fast right-hander for the last corner. Tilly running very wide there. Let's jump on board with Tilly. With Pickle, sorry, and see if he's might have some steering damage. No steering damage there. He got away with that. Looks like he kept it out of the wall. He's applying a lot of pressure to himself to keep up with Clarkson and M4A. He'd like to get at least one spot. At the moment he's sitting exactly where he started in 7th position. Clarkson there, running a little bit wide. Dropping two wheels into the dirt. Pickle just abusing that inside curve there. But it's working for him. Oh, a little nose. Oh, Pickle showing his nose there to Clarkson. Letting Clarkson know what his intentions are. Here we are, we're going to see a dive here under brakes. Yep. There we go. Can he pull it up? Yes, he can.
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
Oh, they've touched. Oh, no. Nobody's spun, thankfully. Pickle's redressing that, so there's no future penalty. Good sportsmanship there. M4A is just laughing at this. He's cheering. He's a gone. Pulled out about 2-second lead. Another dive here. Not quite deep enough to get the job done. Probably could have ducked underneath in there and shot up the inside of turn 2. No, we want that one. Here we are now. We'll go back to the front of the field. Chile comes into the last bit of the second sector. In the Aston. Another solid performance by Chile for this race this evening. The first of 2. Here he comes now around to the final corner. Oh, sorry, not the final corner, the final section of corners. Maybe I should have had those beers. And here we go, Tilly across the line now for another fantastic win. And Shooter in second, and here comes Smooth Tommy down across the brick line right now for P3. Congratulations to the top 3 tonight. Well done to everybody. A couple of small little incidences during the race, but it was a good race nonetheless. Okay, I shall return a bit into qualifying. I shall be back in a minute.
Green light, show them what you got.
Okay, I'm back with 2 minutes and 40 seconds of qualifying. A bit of a change up the front, at the top of the field for race 2 by the look of it. With Metal Shooter sitting on top at the moment with a 144.5. Followed by Smooth Tommy. Then Tilly, Clarkson, Dizzy, Pickle, T-Dub, M4A, Haymaker, and Sparrow, who's not going to set a time this qualifying session, by the look of it. And once we get to about a minute 45, he'll be out of time to get a lap underway. So here we are now with Mr. Tilly trying to improve his lap and get to the pointy end of the field. M4A back down in 8th, sorry. The oval circuit of the Indy racing complex was constructed in 1909. Back then cost a total of $3 million. In today's money, that's about 86 million to build this place. And that was just the oval circuit. No, I do not want to allow that message. I don't like to buy my viewers. I earn them the old-fashioned way. Here we are, Dizzy in 3rd with the Janetta. He has that thing on song. He's got a good setup in that car. Oh, Smooth Tommy, straight into the wall at the final corner there. Everybody's either abandoning their lap or just teleporting back to the end of qualifying. And they'll have to sit there and make changes to the cars to get them ready for the race. 30-minute race coming up. Just waiting for, looks like, 3 more cars to come and complete their lap. Here comes Tilly now. Across the line and gone to pole with a 144.5. Right at the end of qualifying there to put the car on pole. Well done to Tilly. Here comes Pickle. Able to go to 7th. And there we have we'll go through the first. We have J Tilly, Metal Shooter, L.N.R Dizzy, Smooth Tommy, Clarkson, M4A, Pickle, T-Dub, Haymaker, and Sparrowfart rounding out the end of the field. They'll have a quick little break and to get ready for a 30-minute race. and this video will be up on YouTube tomorrow afternoon by the latest. I'll try and get it done this evening and start the upload tonight. So that will be over on my channel on YouTube. Let's see if I have that worked out properly. No, I don't. Bugger. I do have it linked in my profile though. Crap.
Thirty seconds. 20 seconds.
Oh. Here we go, getting underway for the final race of the evening. Where's the next GT4 championship race is coming to you from Alton Park next Sunday. And then on Thursday night we have the final race of the Porsche Cup Multi-Clash at Bathurst. That's always a good race there at the mountain. I'm looking forward to commentating that one. Here we go, people. Everyone's cycling their brakes to get a bit of warmth in there, so they pull the car up a bit easier coming into turn one.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And away we go. Here we go for the final race of the evening. 30 minutes around Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit. There they are, they're spread out across the track now. Chili holding the inside line. I think there was a little touch there between him and Metal Shooter. It's allowed Dizzy to come around the outside and take second by the looks of it. Yep. M4A and Smooth Tommy laid onto the brakes there as he comes into the turn 4 is it? Yeah, sorry, 4. So I'm wondering a little bit wide there, coming through there. It looks pretty clean at the moment. Chili out in the lead at the moment. And he'll start slowly making a gap between himself and Dizzy. Smooth Tommy and Metal Shooter looks like, yep, Shooter's defended. Coming into... Oh, Metal Shooter's gone off in the background there. He couldn't keep it on the track. He's got a bit of pace underneath him, so he'll be working his way back up through the field. Oh, Pickle and Klaassen have picked up their battle from before as well. The Haymaker sniffing around the back of Pickle, trying to look for a way around. Klaassen trying to get a run up on Smooth Tommy as they come into turn one here. The field's still fairly compressed as they're only on their second lap now. Oh, Pickle sideways, coming out of the corner, a bit too much curve there. Able to keep it out of the wall, which is always a good thing. It's a little bit too much curb and a little bit too much throttle. And you went for a ride. Speaking of rides, let's jump on board with someone here. Yeah, let's jump on board with Pickle. We are sliding up behind him for a... Doesn't quite have the turn-in ability of some of the other vehicles around him. Put your head down, Pickle, keep focused. And a little bit too much pressure there he's applying to himself. Smooth Tommy's pulled away from Klaassen a little bit. That Chevy'd be loving these long straights. Able to put all those 8 cylinders down to the asphalt. Tilly still out in front. Not quite able to shake Dizzy yet. And 0.6 of a second between them as they come down the back straight. We'll jump on board with Tilly. Sounds very similar to the Chevy. Dizzy behind him there with the lights on. Trying to give that a little bit of a distraction and let Tilly know that, hello, I'm back here, I'm coming to get ya. See who's able to keep their tyres freshest for longer. Is that will come into play towards the end of the race here, being 30 minutes. Oh, Tilly there running a little bit wide. Allows Dizzy to make up just a little bit of time. Putting the apex hard on the gas out of there. Around here, flat. Hard hard on the brakes, double apex left-hander. Into the right-hander, hard on the gas, out wide as you can without hitting that grass. Dizzy with two wheels in the dirt there as they come onto the back straight. Riding on board now with M4A, with Pickle hot on his heels. Clarson's had a moment, we've missed that. He's slid all the way back down the 10th. The speedy South African M4A feeling the pressure getting applied by Pickle. Hopefully they don't have a little tangle come like they did in the last race. Oh, Haymaker running wide there. Oh, M4A's into the back of Metal Shooter and Shooter's nearly rolled the car. And Pickle's also spun around and been clipped by Sparrowfart, unfortunately. Oh, it's all happening here on the fourth lap of the main race of the GT4 Cup this evening. I just started relaxing and getting comfortable, put my feet up, and everything turns to shit. I might have to keep my feet up. It makes things a little bit more spicy. And we able to cycle through the field again. And we got Jay Tilley and Dizzy's battling it out for a first. And the more they battle it out, the more Smooth Tommy's there in the background, licking his lips going, thank you, I'll just use this to catch up and join your little battle eventually. Nice use of the curbs there coming through that left-hander by both cars. Yeah, go on, sit down, bud. My cat Milo's come to join the comms again with me this evening. Oh, Dizzy's ran wide. It'll allow Tilly to pull away a little bit and Smooth Tommy to catch up a little bit of ground. Metal Shooter trying to make a move on the outside of Haymaker. Wasn't able to get it done. Let's see, we'll stick with this little battle here and see if he can make up some ground coming down into turn one. And here we go, Metal Shooter's pulling to the inside, showing his nose to Haymaker to let him know that he's there, but slides back in behind. Not quite enough room to get the pass done. Oh, a little bit of mid-corner oversteer there as he's coming through turn two. Let's jump on board here now with Pickle to see if he's got any damage after being clipped by Sparrowfart. Like he might have a little bit. We'll find out when we come onto the back straight here. A little bit tailies coming through the slow sections. Yeah, it looks like we have a little bit of steering damage for Pickle. See if we can pick up Sparrowfart and see if he's picked up any. Maybe a little bit, I'm not sure. Sparrow looks like he's running the Nismo racing suit. board here with Clarkson coming onto the front straight. Applying all the powers, letting those ponies run. Here we are, back to the leader, Jay Tilley. The 1.8 2-second lead, 1.8 to 2 second lead over Dizzy. Haymaker's got around Metal Shooter. Oh, pardon the yawn there. Going right on board is Haymaker. From the rear view, I hope. Yeah, that's the view we want. As he comes down into the left-hander. Around the pit entry here. Hold that inside line, made a little room on Metal Shooter coming onto the front straight, so probably won't see an overtaking opportunity this time around. Although Shooter's had a good run, made a little bit of room. McLaren, Aston in this four-car train. Metal Shooter pulling real close up to the back of Haymaker here. Haymaker had to back out of the gas there a little bit. Coming down to the main straight now, the back stretch, sorry. Move around and see what else we got. I need that camera, that button. Here we are with Class, and he's gone backwards a little bit this race. After the drive he had last race, that was... Here he is coming up through the chute of the Indy circuit, as they call them, between turn 1 and 2, and apparently that's a chute. I learnt this evening. A few people still running wide there in the final corner, unable to get a good amount of grip in the front of the car. Looks like Sparrow just kissed the wall there coming onto the front stretch. Looks like Tilly and Dizzy have renewed their battle from earlier. Coming up on 15 minutes to go of the race now. And we still have Jay Tilly in first. There's the halfway notification with 15 minutes left to go of the race. So we'll try this again. Currently we have Jay Tilly first, and Dizzy second, Smooth Tommy third, Haymaker fifth, and Metal Shooter in P5. Sounded like Smooth Tommy getting on the gas a little. Ooh, Dizzy there with a little bit of sideways action. Oh, I love these camera angles. You look down from the first corner all the way back down the front straight. It's smooth Tommy coming into turn one. Metal Shooter Haymaker M4A having a little battle here for 4th, 5th and 6th. Let's see if Haymaker can get that position back. Or even hold off M4A for the rest of this race. These three drivers have had their mirrors full this race. And one eye on the track and one eye on the mirrors. Coming around the right hander now onto the back stretch. M4A ran a little wide there. Metal Shooter running with some paint damage on the passenger side of his car. There's Pickle. Still cruising around, trying to make up some time on Sparrow Fart. It looks like he is slowly catching him. Here we are back with Haymaker, Shooter and M4A. Haymaker feeling pressure now from M4A as they come into the first corner. Might see a change of position here shortly. Listen to the squeal of the tyres as they come through here. The hairpin left-hander here, double apex into the right-handed, leading onto the back straight. You got nose to tail of two cars behind a Haymaker there will be getting the effects of the slipstream as they come down that straight. It allows them to move up just a little bit and give him a little bit, apply a little bit more pressure. Metal Shooter's been able to pull away a little bit from this little group. Try and stay focused on that little group for a while. And Tilly's still out the lead with Dizzy behind him, inside of a second. Here we are now with the speedy South African M4A. Still applying the pressure to Haymaker to force an error, and there was a slight little one there as it took too much curb and two wheels on the inside in the dirt. Not a lot going on around the track at the moment. Just under 9.5 minutes left of this race to go. As I said earlier, next Sunday night we're off to Alton Park for the final round of the British vs American GT4 Cup. And on Thursday night, sorry, we have the final round of the Porsche multi-clash at Mount Panorama. I hope you'll be tuning in for those two races during the week. Oh, we've had a move on the inside that has not quite pulled off for M4A. Hopefully we'll see him get a good run coming onto the main straight and get an overtake done coming down here. T-Dub is tucked right up underneath the back of M4A here, so we could see a move coming around the outside. The old switcheroo in the chicane here. One goes wide, the other one goes low. No. T-Dub backed out of it and thought, no, there's still plenty of time of this race left to get this done. Now back to Tilly, T-Dub, M4A, Dizzy in second. Dizzy's just following Tilly's line through this section of the track, almost identically. Here they are crossing the line now. Dizzy with a slightly faster lap than Tilly this time around. Here we have three Mercedes having three Astons having a battle here, coming onto the main straight. M4A, T-Dub and Klaassen. This will be a good little battle as they're all so evenly matched, being identical cars. T-Dub pulls to the outside to try and go the long way around, but no, was unable to get the job done. This is not close enough. But now he's got mirrors full of Klaassen right behind him. Pickles moved up to 5 seconds closer to Sparrowfart. Hopefully we'll see them two swap positions by the end of the race. Klaassen's going around the outside of T-Dub there, coming into the braking area. He gave that one up quite easily, I reckon. Allows Klaassen now to put his focus on the back of M4A's Aston. With 5 minutes 15 seconds to make the ground and get around him. It does not seem like a lot of time, and that's because it isn't. We've got about three laps left of this race 2 this evening. 25 minutes under our belts. They sound awesome. Yes, on board with T-Dub, as he's watching there's a little battle unfold in front of him. Barra's had a spin. Pickles picked up 9th position. On board with M4A hard and using all the revs on the second gear around that hairpin. Oh, he's got to run here on Haymaker. Coming up around the outside. Haymaker's got the ideal line. And he's able to block, is he? Yeah, able to block. M4A is going to try and do the old switchback. We got ain't able to get it done. Oh, they nearly ended up in the back of Haymaker there. Oh, he's got it done. They're alongside each other as they come into the... Well, who's going to back out of it first here? It looks like M4A's got the job done as he comes into the second, yeah, both cars ran wide. Oh, M4A is spun. He looks like he did get collected on the way through there by an unsuspecting T-dub. And he's going to stop and go teleport to the end, to the infield. Looks like his day is done. Here we are now with T-dub in 6th. We spread that little battle group around. Here we are. Tilly's been able to make a little bit of a gap between himself and Dizzy. And Dizzy's been able to make a pretty good gap from Smooth Tommy. It looks like he might have chewed through his tyres. Looks like we might have one more lap to go after this one. Possibly 2. Depending on how quickly Tilly can get around to the finish line. He needs about a 1 minute 44 left on the clock, 1:45 left on the clock. And it looks like we're going to get one more lap in after this evening. And make it 16 under our belt, 17th lap now. Possibly 18 lap total for the race. Let's see who has fastest lap so far. Dizzy with the fastest lap of the race this evening. With a 1:44.6. And let's get back to the action. Here we are now, just coming onto the back straight. That Aston is just going to open it up and run. Looks like we don't have any other battles going on at the moment. Pickle and Sparrowfart are probably the 2 closest cars together. Both carrying a little bit of damage from their bingle earlier this race. Congratulations to all drivers on a good race this evening. And here we come now to Jay Tilly coming down the final stretch. Looks like this will be the last race of the evening. Yep, there it is. And Tilly takes the win. Closely followed by R.M.R Dizzy for 2nd. Try and pick up 3rd. Here comes Smooth Tommy now across down the straight, across the line for 3rd. Here comes Metal Shooter in the background. And as you can see, as you can hear in the camera below me, that Tilly's there killing his rear tyres. Class and across the T-dub across the line, sorry. Here comes Pickle and Sparrowfart. Sparrowfart sitting high again, trying to get a run around the outside of Pickle. Is he going to get it done across the line? No, he's not. Sparrow for 9th. Pickle 8s. Congratulations to everybody this evening. It was a great racing. And I will see you guys Thursday night for the Porsche Cup Multi-Clash at Mount Panorama. Enjoy your night, everybody.